Good morning, loved ones. I hope you had a good night's sleep. I did, and I just gave the youngsters some breakfast. Now they're entertaining themselves while I'm filming. They're so adorable. I just love those little ones. And it's beautiful for me to spend some time with them. I don't get to see them too often. Like, we live in different cities, and but we're really close. Like, me and my sister look very much alike. So anyway, they feel very comfortable with me, and obviously we spent a lot of time together. But it's just like this, everyday thing. It's such a blessing. Get down to your sitting bones, roll your shoulders back. Today we're gonna do like some energizing. We're gonna do some sun salutations. We're aiming for 3, and then some forward bends, and then some twists in the spine. And why we're doing that at the moment is because I have like a blockation in my spine between my shoulder blades. And the best thing for me, to let go of those things is the twists and also forward bends, because you create like space between every vertebra in your spine. And that's what I need right now. So you guys just get to tag along on that ride. Close your eyes and focus on the area between your eyebrows. Roll your shoulders back. And just observe where you are in this moment, where you are right now. Feel how your body's feeling, if there's any blockation anywhere, if you're stiff. Just observe, try not to change anything yet. We're going to start taking control of our breathing. So on the inhalation, feel how your belly is expanding, getting filled with air. After the belly comes the chest. And on your exhalation, drag your belly button towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Last round. Beautiful. This breathing is going to lead us through the sun salutations. We're going to follow this kind of breath. But before that, we're going to do the fire breathing to wake our body up. So, I'm going to inhale to start. So I'm just going to close my pants. Inhale and start fire breathing. And the fire breathing, we do it pushing the belly button towards the spine. Really like kind of hard. So it's like really like a push. And we do this to massage our inner organs and wake them up. If you do this every morning, I say that to, like, I had some friends who were questioning some of my tags because it's weight loss and get fit and blah blah, and that's not why I practice yoga, but that's a consequence of doing what we're doing. We're gonna get in shape. Although I do it very much for my spirituality and to land in. But if you do this, if we do the fire breathing every day, our metabolism is gonna wake up. Very often, overweight is because of a slow metabolism. So if you work with your fire breathing, things are gonna happen as a consequence. And the same with like the sun salutations, you wake your whole body up. So this, like, why I'm using tags like that is because it's gonna happen if you do this every day. purpose, of course. The purpose is to really get to know yourself and where you are and what feels good for you. For example, when I was younger, I was playing handball and I was fighting and I was boxing and stuff, and I loved it. But I'm also suffering from a little bit of ADD, and I have this super high energy. I'm a very high energetic person, and doing this kind of sports like running, for example, it stresses me. It's not good for me. It can be great for another person, but for me, yoga is the best because I calm down and I get grounded, and I really need that. I'm getting in an amazing shape even though. So have some trust, even if it doesn't feel like the most exhausting workout you've ever done. I promise you that things are gonna happen to your body if you do it every day. If you do it 3 times a week, things are also gonna happen. But it's this kind of continuous, and that's what makes the biggest changes in our lives. If we train for 90 minutes 2 days a week, of course we're gonna get results of that as well. But a little bit every day is the key. Let's start the fire breathing. Inhale. Beautiful. Good job. You're gonna come up to all fours. Spread your fingers and place your hands shoulder width apart. Place your knees hip width apart. Point your toes straight back. And we're gonna start just to warm up our spine with the cat and cow. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. And we stop in a neutral position. We tuck our toes under, and on the exhalation come to downward facing dog. Something underneath, it's probably like a Lego underneath my mat. In the downward facing dog, we're striving to get a straight back. So bend your knees, work your hip up towards the ceiling. Feel how you create a space between every vertebra in your spine. And eventually we're gonna start working our heels down towards the mat. On the next exhalation, walk your feet forward and place your big toes together between each other. Place your heels together. And on the inhalation, come up to standing. So we're gonna like really work in our mountain position. Big toes together, heels together, and we press the inner part of our feet down towards the mat. And then we take the other 4 toes and spread them out as much as we can. So we get really grounded. We find the root lock. You kind of activate the area around your pelvis, like really suck it in here. And suck your belly towards the spine. Find an activation between your hip bones and your rib bones. Activation all the way up in the fingertips. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come forward. Come back with your right foot. Inhale. Come back with your left foot. Knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward with your right foot. Inhale. Come forward with your left foot. Exhale. Palms together, inhale all the way up. Exhale, come forward. Come back with your left foot. Inhale. Come back with your right foot. Knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward with your left foot. Inhale. Come forward with your right foot. Exhale. Palms together, inhale all the way up. Second round, exhale. Come back with your right foot. Inhale. Come back with your left foot. Knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward with your right foot. Inhale. Come forward with your left foot. Exhale. Palms together, inhale all the way up. Exhale, come forward. Come back with your left foot. Inhale. Come back with your right foot. Knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward with your left foot. Inhale. Come forward with your right foot. Exhale. Palms together, inhale all the way up. And the last round, exhale. Come back with your right foot. Inhale. Come back with your left foot. Knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward with your right foot. Inhale. Come forward with your left foot. Exhale. Palms together, inhale all the way up. Exhale, come forward. Come back with your left foot. Inhale. Come back with your right foot. Knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward with your left foot. Inhale. Come forward with your right foot. Exhale. Palms together, inhale all the way up. And exhale. Beautiful. We're going to do a forward bend, as I said. We can do 3 versions of it, as we always do. trying to do. Move a little bit back. So we want one leg length apart, and we want the toes to point micro inwards. You don't want to stand like this. You want to stand a little bit like that. Find the root lock, find the mid lock. Straighten your back up. And on the exhalation, micro bending your knees as well. Come forward. Place your hands on row with the toes. Relax your neck. Inhale, come half the way up. And close your hands in prayer position behind your back. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, if it's possible, grab your big toes and work forward. Inhale, come halfway up. We're gonna grab the outside of our left leg and come up here. Exhale, come down. We do the exact same thing on the other side. Exhale, come down. And we're coming down seated. We're gonna do a sitting twist as well. Either you work with a full length leg, place your right foot on the outside of the left, and straighten your back up and kind of tuck your left knee towards your body. Come over here. If you want to intensify this one, bend your left leg. Make sure you get both your sitting bones down towards the mat. Work here. And with your right hand, you start lengthening your back. It's very important that you have a straight back and both sitting bones in the mat. Switch the other way. And now we're switching leg. And as I've been talking about many times, it's important that you work where you are. So get down to your sitting bones. Straighten your back up and grab your knee towards you as much as you can. And then come over here. For me, this was enough for many years. But now I can intensify it. But it depends on where we are in the hips, you know. And it's so funny because I've been practicing yoga a lot and I hang out a lot with other yogis, and they're very flexible. Very often it's like dancing girls and stuff, and you know, I come from like, you know, soccer and handball and like a totally different world. We didn't do much stretching when I was young. But it's so funny, my sister, she's studying to be a doctor, and she did like this, I don't know how to say it, investigating my body the other day, and she's like, "You're really flexible." It's like, maybe I am. So that was a compliment. I got really happy. Straighten your back up and roll over. One thing that is really, really important, I'm just gonna roll over to the other side, is that some people are over flexible, you know, they're over, and that's when you can actually really hurt yourself. So if you are very, very flexible, it's super important that you think about the micro bendings in your joints. Because we don't want to stretch our joints, we want to stretch our muscles. And bindräv, I don't know the word for that in English. I'll look it up and I'll let you know. And we come back. We're gonna finish glass in Taylor's position and do a little meditation. This is also one of the most important parts of the class, because I remember when I was teaching yoga in gyms, and many people just skipped the relaxation part. And I remember thinking like that when I was younger as well, like, oh, I don't need that, I just want the exercise. But if we just get the exercise and not like the period where our body can actually take in what happened, you know, sometimes when you're going through something, it's like, and then you need the time to reflect, like, what just happened? What was that? And that's how it is for our bodies now, after been working, you know, in all those weird asanas. We need to reflect what happened to us. Where are we now? So that's why we always do a meditation in the end. And it's one of the most important parts. So don't leave yet. Close your eyes and focus on the area between your eyebrows. Third eye looking inwards. Let this eye lead you to the area around your heart. In this area you find an inner room where you spend some time for yourself. There's nothing that has been and nothing that will come. It's just you in this moment. Back to the room where you are. We're gonna finish together with 3 Shanti. So place your hands in front of your heart, palms together. Inhale to start. Shanti. to your heart, for you to follow your heart, and to be kind to yourself and to other people. And as I'm saying often, let's go out there and be the change that you want to see in the world. Have the courage to be that. It's gonna make all the difference. Spread love. I'll see you tomorrow.